Hi, I'm Hazel, and I'm back with another Battleground. So this is almost exactly like the ones we were doing before, except that you'll notice I look just a tad bit different. I finished getting my honor talents on my other Resto Druid, and I tried doing a skirmish video. So I decided I really liked doing the Battleground videos and wanted to get back into this. So I have this new Druid. This is my Horde Druid. She's level 110, but she's very freshly level 110. You'll see here I have item level 778. I have a whopping total of 2 artifact traits and no honor talents. So this is going to be less of a super cool Battleground video and more of a Hazel hides and tries not to die too much. But I do need honor talents in this character, and I figured, we'd hang out, we'd chat, we'd and get some bonding time in with my little fel kitten. I only just found out that they actually did a launch video, like a Christmas themed video for the fel kitten, and if you haven't seen it, you should go watch it. It's so cute. Anyways, we're gonna get started here. I don't know exactly how squishy I'm gonna be. I tend to play with health percentage rather than health total, so I don't actually know how much health I have. But sometimes it's probably just better to not know. Oh man, I need to get myself a nicer mount picked out. I don't know if I really dig the bear. I think I picked it out because I'm a troll, and the Amani were also trolls, so this is like my troll heritage bear. But I'm sure I can find a cooler mount somewhere in the depths of my collections. Am I the only healer? No, there's one other person, so we're just gonna be really relying on that guy. And I can I'm just gonna try and should I just stealth now? No, they're not looking at me. They're not looking at me. We're cool. I don't appear to have any nameplates on. I should look into that at some point. Friendly nameplates turned on. Yes, good. I want that. Okay. So there's a priest. I can't. Oh, I was gonna say I could clone them and then they won't catch up to their team fight. But it's occurred to me I can't clone anybody. I can do very little. I could trinket. I could walk up to that priest and I could trinket. I could be like, yeah, I'm honor level 1. What you got? But instead, I'm probably, oh man, the people that are taking damage are behind me. I probably should have hung back. Grixis, Zarian. Yeah, the other healer is actually with our flag carrier, so I should really be in the team fight. I've gone too far. It's too late to turn around now. I'm never gonna, oh. Did you see the letters of his name ticking down? Like, they were lit up in white, and then as he lost his health, they ticked backwards down from that. That was really crazy. I don't know if that's one of my add-ons doing that, or if it's default UI, but that's kind of cool. I've given up on the teamfight idea. I'm just gonna wait for my flag carrier and then sit with him because it looks like the rest of my team is pretty much more or less dead. I can't really. Oh, Mischief the Fel Kitten's really gonna be getting me into some mischief now. Oh, I guess I can dismiss him. I feel sad. I feel sad that I had to do that. I didn't want to. Yeah, let's just get some hots rolling. Let's do that. What's the worst thing that can happen? I can't really get too upset about any Battlegrounds that I lose while I'm running around with my 2 artifact traits and my no honor talents and my no gear. Thankfully, I do believe that your gear gets normalized up to 800. So even if you're lower than 800, you're still treated as though you're 800, and then that sliding scale goes from 800 to 900, where there's a 10% difference in between them. So I'm only 10% crappier than somebody that's item level 900. And I think most people are probably like 850, 860-ish in like a random Battleground, so I'm only 5%, or do I have that backwards? It's gotta be more than that, right? Maybe not. Oh, I can trank, but I can't trank while moving because that's a artifact trait. So I'm just gonna trank and stand right here, and everybody will run away from me because that's what they do. If you just like hung out close. Oh, he's back. It's okay. It's okay. So I can still gift a Kahan here. Anyway, something I wanted to talk about in this video that I actually almost forgot, but I'm remembering now, was the PTR changes. There's some changes coming to Druids. I'm gonna stun this guy. Can I do that? No, not with that button. Am I spec'd into stun? I guess I can, vortex, that's fine too. So the 7.1.5 PTR has some changes for Druids, and they look kinda icky to me. Just because they're nerfing. So Displacer Beast, for one of them, is going from a 30-second cooldown up to a 40-second cooldown, which doesn't seem like a big deal, except that as a 30-second cooldown, it lined up with a lot of enemy things, like for example, Death Grip. If you get Death Gripped, you blink it, and those cooldowns match, so there's a lot of counterplay there as to who's going to grip first. But now, they can just grip as often as they want, and I will not be able to blink every single one because the cooldown's too long. And they're also, I believe, cutting the length of the sprint that you get after. Right now, it sprints you for 4 seconds. I think it's only going to sprint you for 2 seconds afterwards, so that's not great. And then there was another one, too. Iron Bark. The Fortified Bark talent, which is pretty much default, increases the damage reduction of Iron Bark by an additional 30, is getting cut in half to 15. Ironbark is a fairly overpowered cooldown. When you take all the talents for it, you can get it down to a 45-second cooldown that gives you 55% damage reduction. So it's pretty impossible to kill somebody through that unless they have actually no health points. So I will grant that Ironbark is kind of overpowered, but it feels like Ironbark needs to be overpowered because having played some Druid in Arena, granted not at the top level, but having played some Druid in Arena, it feels like that's really your thing. That's all you really have. Like, your throughput is so negligible, and the fact that if somebody is under pressure, even if you avoid all the CC, you can juke somebody's kick and you can shift their sheep and you can, like, avoid their stun or whatever, and you can just be sitting there free casting, and you still can't top somebody up. Like, once you've got that time, the only thing you can do is spam regrowth with all your hots on somebody, and they're still going to be dying because it doesn't really heal for that much. So, oh, can I save this person? They've got 4 letters left in their name. 5, oh, yeah, adding more letters. All right, cool. But yeah, it felt like Ironbark was the one thing that was kind of making Druids viable, because aside, like, Cyclone's also very good, but your overall healing throughput and HPS and burst healing, especially now that we no longer have NS and we no longer have Genesis, it feels like without Ironbark, or with a reduced efficacy Ironbark, it's going to be really rough. The one change that was a positive change that I saw was they took, and I don't know how positive it is, but previously Druid Mastery, and maybe this is just rewording the tooltip, but Druid Mastery, it makes you heal more to your target when you have more hots in the target, up to a cap of 3. So you get your 3 hots up, and once you have 3 hots up, you are healing as much as you're going to with your mastery. That is max mastery bonus, so you've got a big priority of getting them to that point. I'd really like to stun that person. I mean, they appear to be lagging quite a lot. I'd really like to stun them, but I don't know if I'm expected to bash. I thought I was. Bash. Mighty Bash. Mighty Bash? No, I'm expecting to mass entanglement. What good is that going to do me? Okay. I'll throw that on this button. I guess I can still put it out there. I can still mass entangle people. They just won't care. Oh, man. I was, oh yeah, so the mastery change, they're reverting that. So it no longer caps at 3. You can stack up as many hots as you can stack up, which I believe is, you know, like what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, like, you know, you get your wild growth and your regrowth and your 2 rejuves and then your life bloom, and then like there's all sorts of stuff you can stack up. So you may, and maybe, I haven't played in the PTR much, so maybe with that change, when you actually overgrow somebody and you get all your hots up, you're going to be healing them for a lot more, and that would help my problem. So I need to try and wait and see and not overreact too much. But the problem is, outside of overgrowth, or if somebody like kleptomania is your overgrowth, you are taking so much time to re-hot somebody, and during that time you're not really getting a whole lot done, or at least it feels like you're not. But something that's occurred to me as I'm actually saying this is that might make it more viable to have something like cultivation. So cultivation, almost never taken, because you usually do your whole prosperity soul of forest. And this might be like an indirect buff to that, because what that is an extra 6-second hot that happens anytime Rejuve heals somebody below 60%. So that's an extra hot. Now, the hot itself kind of sucks. It's not great. But if that hot is applying an extra mastery bonus and it's letting you heal for an extra, like, what, 11%, probably a lot more than that with, like, proper mastery, like, let's say 20%. If each hot is stacking 20% extra healing, then that becomes quite good. And that's the same situation for another one of these honor talents. Shit, which one is it? Revitalize? So Revitalize is one of the alternatives to that fortified bark that's getting nerfed. So Revitalize, never mind, sorry. I thought that was another cultivation style thing, but it's not. It still sucks. They get a tiny heal when you get crit, and the duration of Rejuve is refresh. And I guess that's fine. I mean, I guess it's okay that you don't have to refresh Rejuve yourself quite so early, but oh man. Oh man, are we winning? Are we losing? Nobody's winning or losing right now. Nobody has any flags. We've got 7 minutes left. I've been spending most of my time thinking about talents, but it's just something that the 7.1.5 PTR has really made me look at, because as it is, I don't feel all that good, and for sure I definitely need more practice, and I bet once I get better at managing my cooldowns to everybody else's cooldowns, I'll be a lot better. But if they wreck my cooldowns, if they wreck my Ironbark, I guess it's not getting wrecked. It's going from what, 55% to 35%? A 35% wall is still very good. Like, that's still excellent. Like, it's just, yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna have to see. I'm gonna wait and see. That's the diplomatic answer, and I'm going with it. Oh man, my talents are not set up at all correctly. You'd think that with the fact that I'm dealing with no honor talents and no you know, artifact power and no gear. You'd think I would have taken the chance to look at the actual talents that I do get because I'm level 110 and fix them up, but it looks like I'm still in, I don't even know what spec this is. I've got Abundance, Mass Entanglement, Cultivation. At least I have Snowbark. At least I have that. I didn't completely ruin everything. Alright, so did we... Oh, we did! We did get a cap. Okay, I was very confused. I have spent a good year, maybe even 2 years, not touching Horde. I haven't really touched Horde since Mop, and I think that was at least 2 years ago. Miss Pandaria was? Yeah. So, I get very confused when I'm playing Horde. I don't really know which objective, but this looks like it's good. It looks like we're doing it. I feel a little bit bad attacking people. Like, look at this little night elf. She's just, I mean, she's a demon hunter. I guess nobody really likes them. They're always asking what we sacrificed, and that's kind of annoying. But you know, these were my people. These were my people, and I guess I'm not actively hurting them. I'm just healing some misunderstood undead and orc people. It's not like they're the bad guys. They're just a little smellier than normal. I can help that flag carrier, and by help I mean stand by them, and maybe they'll think if there's a healer there, they shouldn't bother attacking, because that's really my best chance. Alright. I miss Stampeding Roar. Stampeding Roar used to be so much fun to use in Battlegrounds. I have like a sprint that I could strategically time that I can give to other people. And I miss that now it's gone. I understand why they gave it to Guardian Druids, I just disagree. I miss all my buttons. They took away all my fun buttons, and they gave me a bunch of buttons that aren't as fun. Essence of Gahanir is just such a weird cooldown. It's very strong, don't get me wrong, but it's only strong if you set up beforehand. And it feels like it's a very long cooldown. I feel like, I guess between Essence of Gahanir and Overgrowth, you're supposed to kind of have that minute-long thing covered. But I was so used to having 1 minute Ironbark and 1 minute NS. And I could kind of space those out, and the clock made sense in my head. But the new clock that's on like a 45-second turnaround just doesn't click with me yet. I need more time. Oh no, oh no. I'm trying so hard. I don't know how to heal myself without all of my buttons. Alright, so I got away, but I'm really worried about my flag carrier. He says he's not very tanky, and I believe him. Now would be a really great time for Mass Entanglement. Yep, there we go. Please, Mass Entanglement, please. I already popped all my cooldowns already. I don't have any left. Oh no, he's not gonna make it. He's not gonna make it. Yeah, see, that's the problem, is especially when you can't cast. Like, when you've got a bunch of people on you. Oh no, somebody grabbed it. Somebody grabbed it. Yes. Yay! Okay, but when you've got a bunch of people on you and you know that if you try and cast, it's really risky and you might get kicked, so you're sticking with your instant cast spells, which happens quite a bit, then you really have nothing. I miss Genesis, because Genesis was instant cast and it was good throughput, but it wasn't like completely free. It had a trade-off in that it was very expensive, so if you needed to and needed burst healing at the expense and you needed it fast, you could do so, but you'd have to use a lot of mana, and it would mean that you're basically giving up the mana game, or at least guaranteeing you're going to need to find time later to get a drink, and that was like a meaningful decision, whereas now you have the meaningful decision of, oh dear. Oh dear. I don't have a good plan. It looks like we did actually get that second cap, though, which is super cool. So hopefully we win this, and I get a really good piece of gear, because everything is an upgrade. That is the one nice thing about having no gear, is literally everything's an upgrade. Oh, there's my health total. I don't know what it was that I did that showed me my health, but I don't ever want to see it again. Let's mass entangle your fists and just... I must not have been in that, otherwise I would have been stunned, right? Like, that's how that works. And I guess we can get another cap, but I think at this point, with like 40 seconds remaining, I think you just like hang out. Did I do any healing? Am I on the meters at all? Oh, yeah, I'm at the top for the Horde. I'm healing more than that other guy, but he may have been on the offense. He may not have been actually defensively healing much. Let's see. Oh, are we gonna time it out, or is he gonna bring it in? He's right there. He's right there. I believe in you. Come on, bring it in. Bring it in. Oh man, look at all of this. I got some Warforged gloves. I got some artifact power. I got some honor. I just got everything. It's just Christmas. Happy birthday to me. Thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know what you think, and I will be back next week with another one. Have a wonderful, wonderful day. Bye.